Now, yesterday I skipped that two hormones,
Yes.
prolactin hormone, prolactin inhibitory hormone, and oxytocin. Let us discuss these three hormones simultaneously. ध्यान रखियो. Oxytocin is known as delivery hormone. Okay, oxytocin is known as delivery hormone or parturition hormone. ऑक्सीटोसिन समझो आपको here the information is given there. It is mixture of NCERT as well as NEET. Major portion is covered here. And very little bit information is given there in the textbook. Can I continue?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, see. Listen this information clearly. Oxytocin. Oxytocin is also known as parturition hormone or delivery hormone, or we say that labor hormone. Actually, all the mammals are viviparous, give the birth to young ones. Listen the whole topic clearly. Sixth to 13th day of the menstrual cycle, one ovum become mature, and after the 14th day, 50 to 28 days in between that, progesterone level will be high. There is no high level of the progesterone in the initial days of the menstrual cycle. Actually, this I will tell you in the ovary, but here I have to tell you. Progesterone is also known as gestational hormone or pregnancy hormone. To maintain the growth and development of the embryo, to prevent the abortion, to implant the embryo into the uterus, everything related to the embryonic development, it is carried out by the progesterone. When the embryo becomes mature, it is fully developed. You know, the gestation period in mammal, in human being, gestational period, that is pregnancy period, that is of 9 months. તમને એવી ખબર હશે. But actually it is not a 9 month. Actually it is 40 weeks. Actually it is 40 weeks. 280 days. But some child get birth 1 or 2 weeks before or later. It is variable. This 280 days is ideal days of the gestation period. જ્યારે embryo fully developed થઈ જાય, at that time developed embryo, I am talking about the end of the gestational period and how the delivery occurs, that I am explaining right now. When the embryo is fully developed, it secretes little bit amount of the oxytocin from its body. The secretion of this oxytocin, I am not talking about this one, I am not talking about this one. I am talking about the oxytocin which is secreted by the fully developed embryo. Embryo એવું સિગ્નલ આપે છે કે મારું ડેવલપમેન્ટ હવે ટોટલી કમ્પ્લીટ થઈ ગયું છે. Now I am ready for delivery. I am talking about this. So that fully developed embryo secretes little bit amount of the oxytocin, and this oxytocin is now reached to the placenta. Placenta secrete prostaglandin. You hear only. If you don't know anything, if you don't remember, then no problem at all. This parturition phase will become in the 12th standard, 3rd chapter, that I will explain you in that class. Same thing. Actually, delivery of the child is hormonal control mechanism. Delivery is nothing but the climax of the pregnancy, the end portion of the pregnancy. So placenta secrete prostaglandin, and this prostaglandin stimulates the contraction of the smooth muscles of the uterus. In human beings, female is only one organism which bears this smooth muscle which maintain in the stretched condition for a long time. So during embryonic development, the uterine muscles are stretched. 280 days stretching position માં રહે છે. Initially stretching માં નહીં આવે. Initially in the uterus, the area is there that is totally fully filled by the developing embryo. Then afterwards, the embryo growth occurs and the uterus become enlarged. So uterine muscles in the stretching position. This prostaglandin gives the message to the uterine muscles to contract, to gain in its original position. At that time, the pregnant lady feels some different type of the pain, which is known as labor pain. Now the mother knows, I am using the word mother now. Now the mother knows that the delivery of the child is very near. So first time oxytocin is secreted by the embryo, then placenta secretes the prostaglandin, and then at the time of the first contraction of the uterine muscles, pituitary, posterior pituitary gland secretes the oxytocin hormone. Oxytocin hormone stimulates the contraction of the smooth muscles of the uterus. More secretion, more contraction promotes the more secretion. As a result, what happened? The labor pain is aggravated. The pain is increased. And when the labor pain is reached at a peak level, at a maximum peak level, at that time from the ovary, relaxing hormone is secreted. This relaxing hormone relaxes the mouth of the uterus. So the body of the uterus, it is contracted and the mouth of the uterus is relaxed. Actually during the pregnancy, the mouth of the uterus, it is in the contracted state. That's why abortion is prevented. Pregnancy plug, it is formed in the cervix. Cervix is nothing but the mouth of the uterus. So one plug is formed and this prevents the abortion. Abortion is nothing but the abnormally release the developing embryo outside of the body. So at the time of the relaxation secreted from the ovary, the cervix is relaxed, that plug is formed, and body is contracted, it expelled out the developed embryo outside of the body. Okay? In this way, delivery occur of that child. Okay? And that's why this is done by the oxytocin. ઘણી વખત એવું પણ બને છે કે 280 days, મેં આજે તમને એક નવો આઈડિયા આપ્યો, 280 days, not a 9 months. 280 days કમ્પ્લીટ થઈ ગયા, બરાબર, પણ પ્રેગ્નન્ટ લેડીને લેબર પેઇન ક્રિએટ ન થયું. Mother is waiting for the labor pain. Labor pain is not created. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days are going on, but along with that, no chance of the any type of the labor pain is created. Oxytocin injection is given to the pregnant lady. Right? If the labor pain is naturally not created, labor pain is not naturally created, and oxytocin injection is given to the pregnant lady, then wait for few hours, labor pain is created and the delivery of the child. This is also known as love hormone, because during any type of the happiness, any type of the love, affection, any type of the nice feeling things, oxytocin is secreted there. Right? So majority oxytocin is known as labor hormone. It stimulates the contraction of the smooth muscles of the uterus. So fully developed embryo પ્લેસેન્ટાને મેસેજ આપ્યો કે આમ યુટરસનું કોન્ટ્રાક્શન સ્ટાર્ટ કરાવો, ડેવલપમેન્ટ ઇઝ ઓવર. અને જ્યારે યુટરસનું ફર્સ્ટ કોન્ટ્રાક્શન સ્ટાર્ટ થાય છે એ ટાઈમે પોસ્ટીરિયર પિટ્યુટરી ગ્લેન્ડ નાવ રિલીઝ ધી oxytocin hormone and aggravate the labor pain at a peak level. After delivery of the child, during initial 2 to 3 days of lactational days, so breastfeeding days known as lactational days, so during the initial 2 to 3 days, yellowish colored milk is secreted. It is known as colostrum. This colostrum is very, very rich in antibody. Doctors suggest to start as early as possible breastfeeding to the newborn, because this antibody stimulate or make the immunity power of the newborn very strong. Okay, so initial 2 to 3 days the colostrum is secreted, that is controlled by the oxytocin, but after secretion of the colostrum, fine, afterwards the milk is secreted from the mammary gland to nourish the newborn one, fine, up to 6th month, that is stimulated by the prolactin hormone. But during the pregnancy time, increase in the size of the mammary gland, because in the mammary gland lactiferous glands are there, lactiferous lobes are there, and this lactiferous lobes, the cells are stimulated to secrete the milk, to synthesize the milk and secrete the milk. So during pregnancy, little bit amount of the milk is also secreted from the mammary gland. I am just talking about during pregnancy. Enlargement of the breast or enlargement of the mammary gland, and along with that, all the lactiferous ducts are developed, start to secrete the synthesis and secrete the milk that is promoted by the oxytocin hormone. But after delivery of the child up to 6th month, during lactational days, the prolactin hormone can control it. But after 6th month, when the newborn is now depend on the new food apart from the mother's milk, right? It is gradually get rid of the mother's milk and depend on the other food. Gradually, the milk secretion from the mammary gland diminish, and that is controlled by the prolactin inhibitory hormone. Okay, so these three hormones are interconnected together. That's why I taken this in this manner. Fine. And the last portion, that is ADH or vasopressin or pitressin, that we had learned in the excretory system. ADH or vasopressin, it stimulates the absorption of the water from the collecting tubule. And if ADH is less, then person abnormally secrete the more amount of the urine, that is known as polyuria, and that is caused as a diabetes insipidus. So this diabetes insipidus is insulin independent. There is no role of insulin in this diabetes insipidus. So that topic I also can take again in tomorrow lecture. Fine, here I can stop.